Abundance of elements. This is the abundance of elements assignment that you're going to be doing. It is due October 10th. It is going to take up 4 pages in your journal. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that there are 4 sections to this. You have a section that deals with the Earth's crust. You have a section that deals with the Earth's atmosphere. You have a section that deals with the oceans, and one that deals with being in living things. Okay? And so do the pie charts. You'll notice they match up. Earth's crust, Earth's atmosphere, Earth's oceans, and living organisms or living things. So, and then the charts go with the section. So we're going to work through crust together. I'm going to choose 6 colors that are unique. It doesn't matter what those colors are. I'm just going to choose 6 from my box of colors. And since there's 6, we'll go ahead and choose the colors of the rainbow. Okay? And I'm going to color in my squares. I have oxygen, which is 47%. I have silicon, which is 28%. I have aluminum, which is 8%. I have iron, which is 5%. I have calcium, which is 3%. And then I have other, which is 9%. And I've assigned each of them a color. Now I'm going to find the Earth's crust page in my pie charts. So I'm looking for Earth's crust, and here it is. So I'm looking at the Earth's crust page right here. And I'm going to color in this data. First I'm going to match my colors. So oxygen is purple, so oxygen will be purple. Silicon is blue, silicon is blue. Aluminum is green, aluminum is green. Iron is yellow, iron is yellow. Calcium is orange, calcium is orange, and other is red, other is red. Okay, so now I have my sections, and I'm going to pick my purple crayon back up, and I'm looking, and 47 is the biggest of these numbers. Okay, with my writing tool, I'm going to find the biggest section, and 47 is about just a little less than half. So this section is less than half. I'm going to write 47% inside of it, just like that. I'm going to find the next biggest section, which is 28%, which is just a little larger than a quarter of the circle. And I'm going to find that, and that's this section right here. And I'm going to write 28%. Those are the 2 largest sections. Now I have an 8, a 5, a 3, and a 9. So I'm going to look here. My 8 and my 9 are pretty close, so I'm going to say that this is the 9% and this is the 8%. If they were reversed, it would be okay. And then I've got these 2, which would be the 5 and 3. This one's smaller, so this is going to be the 3%, and this one's going to be the 5%. Now my color coding is already going on here, so now I'm going to take, and oxygen was my 47%, and it's purple. I'm going to go to my purple, my 47% part of the circle, and I'm going to color it in. Neatly with my color that stands for oxygen, being sure that I can still read that number. Now 28% is my blue section. I have it marked here, and nice silicone, so I'm going to take and color that part of the circle graph blue. Making sure not to block out the fact that I can see the 28 on my paperwork. And now I'm going to color the 8% with my color for aluminum, which is green. Nice and neat. And then my 5% with my yellow. My 3% with my orange. And my 9% with my red. So now I have my pie chart, my key, my table, and my information. I have my percentages in my pie chart. I have my color coding in my pie chart, and it's all for the Earth's crust. Now I'm going to take and open to page 48 in my journal. And page 48 in my journal is going to be abundance, which means a lot of elements, and then go down one layer and say Earth's crust. Just like that. I'm going to take my circle graph, my table, and my information and cut it out. My table, my information, and my circle graph. Do not throw the other circle graph away. And I'm going to glue these on page 48 with my pie chart underneath, 5 dots. Just very little glue, don't need a lot. My pie chart, my information, and I might need to trim this up a bit. And then my chart. And now I have what the percentage is of the elements that make up the Earth's crust. The majority of the elements are oxygen, silicon, aluminum, iron, calcium, and then a few other trace items. You're going to do this for each section, and I would like for you to put Earth's atmosphere on page 49. These will be written out beside your items. Earth's oceans on page 50. And Earth's living organisms on page 51. Again, these will be on your master copies, these page numbers. You're going to do each of them the exact same way I just did this. Email me if you have any questions, and thank you. This needs to be done by October 10th. At the end, I will check it that morning you come in before we do presentations.